I'm going to actually look at it in landscape because it makes it easy.
I mean, right away that screen is obviously brighter.
Yeah, it's amazing. And also, if you see me tapping, how fast the pages are turning, it's truly amazing. And then you can pinch and zoom, of course. You still have article view that lets you read the articles. Everything is much faster, right, in terms of experience here. The table of contents here, so you can actually navigate to the magazine very easily.
How much work for the publishers to add that in, or is that going to be in the current Nook color as well once that gets updated?
No, it will also be in the color. Yes, we work with the publishers, and we have tools that allow them to work with us to do all of this work.
Gotcha.
So all of our magazines that we've talked about, the 250 magazines, actually are standardized and work this way now. Every single one. So let me actually show you an interactive magazine. So this is Parents magazine, and this is one of the special editions we talked about. We have 11 right now that are actually have interactivity built in. So we've worked with the publishers, Time Inc., Meredith, and Condé Nast, and we've actually published these magazines with them so that they have the interactivity.
Do the interactive magazines cost the same as the regular subscriptions, or is there a premium price for them?
Well, this is the only digital version of that magazine.
Okay.
So
it's hard to say then.
Yeah. So this is their form of digital issue, right? So it still reads like a magazine, but throughout the magazine there's interactivity built in.
Right, you can tap for the recipe.
Yeah, and that's right, tap for a recipe. And then you can, there'll be about 35 by the end of the year, these magazines available to our customer. So that's magazines. Also, we've talked about video, so I'm going to actually play you a video clip because this is probably the best way to show the quality of the video.
And again, when you turn it sideways, it will be 720p when you're doing things like Netflix, or if the video you've downloaded is high res enough.
So, and what I want to show is the viewing angles are just amazing.
Really good.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter, I'm turning a portrait, but it doesn't matter how you're looking at it. So if somebody, if you're watching the video with your family and they're sitting alongside you, they're going to have the same viewing experience that you do if you're looking at directly in front. So,
no Bluetooth for streaming.
No Bluetooth, yeah, but it streams on Wi-Fi, right?
Right.
So you can stream directly from the Netflix app, from the Hulu Plus app, right?
Full access to the Android market as opposed to...
No, this is our apps are delivered through our storefront, yes. Yeah, and we have over 1,000 apps in the storefront today. We'll have several thousand by the end of this year. We have a lot of developers submitting apps right now to us. This is the video. I'm going to exit the video now so I can show you some of the other functionality.
Now, for those not familiar with the other Nook devices, the N-shaped button down there, that pulls up the same basic menu you see on the Simple Touch Reader as well.
Yeah, this takes you to the home, right? But on a Nook tablet, actually clicking this also brings up the navigation bar. This is a slightly different experience than on the Nook Color, where you actually had a little arrow here to bring up the quick nav bar. Here, you actually tap on the Nook icon to do that.
It's still Android 2.3, but
2.3.
Not so as you'd know.
Well, it's
very custom.
Yes, it's like very customized. That's right. We open source Android and then we customize it with our own apps.
And how thick is this device?
Well,
we can see it, but Brittany wants to yell out the stats there.
Yes, she's going to yell out the stats.
8.1 inches by 5 inches by 0.48 inches.
Just a tad thinner than
It is lighter than the Nook Color. It's slightly lighter than
Otherwise, same design, same little hook. What does the hook do?
It's just
Is it just there?
Visual
it's just a design, a visual
Oh, come on, let's make up something better.
Evokes the page turn.
It's for putting it on your It's for putting it on your keychain.
The important thing is that's where the SD card is, right? It's really elegantly designed.
No, that's the number one question we get. What does that little hook do?
Yeah, it's very easy to get to.
Micro USB down at the bottom for charging. Is it still the same proprietary one that's a little bit longer?
It's the charger, yeah. Okay. That's right, yeah. So
buttons are all in the same place?
Yep, they are. It does have a built-in microphone.
Yes.
We showed read and record upstairs, so yeah, for the kids.
For the kids' stories.
I'll just show you that now since we're talking about it. So this is Pete the cat, and I recorded myself. So I'll just show you. So here it's going to go to a page where it's kind of hard to hear.
I love my white shoes.
Sorry, it's really hard to hear in this noisy environment.
That's all right. My daughter's going to demand somebody cooler than me read it anyway. So.
I'm sure my daughter will ask my husband. He's a better reader than I am anyways. So within reading, so I'll launch a book here. we have some new enhancements as well. So one of the new enhancements is that when you're within the book, if you look at this cover, you can actually see recommendations from other customers who've read this book as well as from Barnes & Noble. So you can quickly see other books you might want to read based on the book that you're reading now. So there's quite a bit, and obviously page turns are extremely fast, right? And we have also enhanced books where you can actually play video and audio. Okay. So and then we also talked about comics. So here's comics. Beautiful experience, really gorgeous on this display.
And how many titles are available?
Yeah, I don't think we know. I don't think
it's the entire Marvel catalog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know.
Those look beautiful.
Yeah, and you can pinch and zoom, read it. There's a. Turn it this way.
Dual page mode. Right?
Yeah, of course. You can view portrait landscape, and you can scroll through for the contents as well. So I'll go back home, and then in the apps area, which is obviously my area, as I mentioned, we have a very growing catalog of apps. They've all been optimized for 7-inch tablet. They're beautiful. You know, we talked a lot about Angry Birds. I'm actually going to show you Bejeweled instead, because it has beautiful audio as well. So
the colors on this are incredible.
Yeah,
especially if you're coming from a Nook color, which is all right, but it's not this.
Yeah, and I love playing games. It's just so amazing. You know, you can hear the audio and the speed of the game. It's just truly amazing. So all the apps have been optimized to run on our tablet in this way, and you're going to see a lot of apps continuing to come into our.
I've seen zero lag at all while you've been running through this. Very, very nice.
Yeah, thank you. And then we have the Netflix integration. So William talked about. So here, which is the More menu, where you can actually read books or magazines which you've been reading. You can actually see Netflix, and you can see what you've been watching as well as recommendations for Netflix. I'm not going to launch into it right now because it's loud and I don't want to stream
Wi-Fi
right now.
being what it is.
Yeah, well. It's actually
There's
pretty good.
also Hulu Plus integration as well.
Yes,
correct?
Well, there's no integration, but there's a
the
Hulu
app's
Plus
available in the
preloaded.
store.
Yes,
Preloaded,
that's right.
okay.
Yeah. So, and here down below, you can see this is a new feature of Nook Color. You have this additional navigation bar here, where they're basically shortcuts to get to your books, to your newsstand, your movies, your music apps. So these are the apps themselves. So I can just get to them just simply by going like this, and I can see that I have, lately I've used my media, Netflix, and Hulu Plus, and then we make more recommendations below for customers who have these apps if they want to get more apps.
Cool.
Right, so these are widgets on the home screen that basically take them to these content areas. So that's, and then I didn't show you Shop. So this Shop has been completely redesigned.
Yep.
So here at the top you have the different types of content you can quickly access. And then down below you have our popular lists, which are all our recommendations for all of our content. And if I go, for example, in books, you can see that you have the categories up here, so you can quickly browse through the categories, and you have recommendations down below and our favorites popular list as well. And every single content category is consistently designed this way, including apps. So for apps, you can see our apps category, including our top categories, and then our apps in terms of our top picks and games, and our newest apps. So customers can quickly find the apps that they're looking for, or the apps that are new in the store as we introduce them. So that's Shop. Let's see. Can I show you what else haven't I shown you in here? I think that's
Music application?
Oh, well, yes. So music apps are available in our storefront. We have, in addition to Pandora, which is preloaded, we have Rhapsody, which I have here. We also have Mog and Groove Shark, TuneIn Radio. They're all available for free in the store.
And you can play local content on the tablet as well, correct?
Yeah, they all download the audio once you are signed up with their service, so you can play it locally on the Nook tablet.
Great.
That is correct.